Hey Grace, how's the civilization doing? You happen to be just in time for a story. Okay. So, once upon a time there were peculiar people called Mimos. That's kind of funky. But the peculiar thing about Mimos was that they needed M&Ms to survive. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Only they had none. I guess that's not so awesome. How'd they survive? Without the M&Ms, the Mimos were slowly dying. But a very kind king loved them. He had very special powers. And you know what he did? He created Mimopia, a land just for them where M&Ms could be made. So, all the king wanted was for the Mimos to share their M&Ms with everyone in the world so that they could live. Now, everyone was happy. Somewhere along the way, they got used to the overabundance of M&Ms. Nobody else gets them, they're mine, all mine. I want some too! Or else I'll spray you with my deadly perfume. You know, it seems that they forgot about the giver and became all about hoarding the gift. When you hoard, you become alone and grumpy. You become dead inside. That's not cool. Nope. So for the Mimos, it seems it wasn't enough to simply eat the M&Ms. It seems the M&Ms only had their power from the king, the giver, when they were given away. Whoa, that's deep. Yeah, and what's worse, the more M&Ms they ate, without giving them away, the deader they became. The Mimos were given a great gift, but when they became more fixated on the gift, they were cut off from the giver, the king. He was the real source of their lives. How do you come up with this stuff? So all the king wanted was their friendship, to be intimately bonded with them, to be their source of life. He loved them. So he sent his best servants into Mimopia to remind them what's what. But you know what they did? They feasted on M&Ms. What else? No, not the servants, the Mimos. They killed them. Why would they do that? And you know what the kind, loving king does then? Puts the snack down, kicks some food up. That's what I would do. No, remember, he loves them. He doesn't want them to die. Which is to say, to have the life that only comes from him. He has one beloved son, more important than anything else. He sends his only son in there, thinking at least they'll listen to him. You know what they do? They kill his only son. I can't even describe it here because that's the PG-13 version. Anyways, in the end, the loving king turns to others. Those who know they're poor, who know their hunger was made for him. Those who won't fix on lesser things, who will always be a means of his giving. So, what do you think? I don't like that story. No one would be that stupid to kill a king's son who gave them everything. Yeah, well, the story's true. What are you talking about? The king is God. He wants us to know his life. The M&Ms are like his sacraments and the word, a way for us to be in intimate communion with him. And like the Mimos, we often lose sight of the giver. We become ungrateful. We fix more on the gifts we hoard. When we do that, we are really dying. And so ultimately, God sends his own son, Jesus, to remind us again of who we are. M&Ms made for the maker. Mark and mission. M&M. Get it? Got it. Good. So, the big point here is that you better always share your M&Ms! No, not really. Point is that God is our only life. And if we really knew the giver, then we would know our greatest identity and be the great givers he's made us to be. So, you want an M&M? Don't mind if I do. Me neither.